Look out, New York Fashion Week! A new fashion extravaganza will be held right here in Minnesota.
And joining us to talk about MN4MN Fashion Weekend is the founder of Iamba. Thank you so much for joining us. Did I say that correctly?
Ini Iamba, yes you did.
Ini Iamba. Ini Iamba.
Yes.
Okay, very
Keep
good.
Keep the eyes eeks going.
Got it. All right, so MN4MN stands for Minnesota, So why don't you tell us what people can expect from this event and how did it get started?
So what people can expect from Minnesota Fashion Weekend at the Shops at West End in St. Louis Park is an experience like no other. What we're doing is we're bringing about 39, we're featuring 39 boutiques and designers in a New York style atmosphere. We're putting it in a tent. So when you come out, we say look for the tents.
Mm-hmm. This isn't just a one-day thing. You guys got a whole weekend, right? 3 days?
Yes, it's 3 days. So the first day is September 19th, was Friday. We launched the fashion show, okay? And that's going to be in a big, huge tent. And then Saturday during the day, we are bringing the 39 vendors that we're featuring to one area, and we're inviting the public to come out and kind of experience that atmosphere. We'll have food trucks as well. So we'll have vendors such as Faribault Woolen Mill, Duluth Pack, Mill City Fineries. We'll have food trucks such as Brava and vintage pizza food trucks for the guests to come out and experience.
Kind of festival-like.
Yeah, it's in a design atmosphere.
Right.
Yeah, in a curated design atmosphere. So.
All right, so you've got food trucks out there, and then of course we got to talk about the fashion. And you brought with you today, it looks like you have a couple of models for a taste of what people can expect. So why don't you describe what we're seeing right now? We've got our first model. Okay. Or actually both models. Let's take a look.
Yes, we have both models. So we have Marone, who's in the plaid cape. Okay, and that cape right there is one of the things we do is different from everyone else in Minnesota. It's a collaboration that we put together with, that's a Faribault blanket, and it was designed by Carolyn Hayden. And so she's wearing the cape with a pair of black trousers and a turtleneck. So that's, again, one of the things that we do is very different from what everyone else is doing. Okay, so you can come to expect that. Then we have McKenna. McKenna is wearing a collection by Hackwith Design House. Okay, now Hackwith Design House is a Minnesota company. Everything is made in Minnesota, and the fabrics are also locally bought. So she's got a sweater on over a pair of pants, and then we have the vest that she's wearing over it. And those shoes that she's wearing are by Sven's Clogs. It's provided by Sven's Clogs for us.
What makes Minnesota so special in the fashion world?
Well, what makes it special is that we're a hidden gem. Okay, and so we're trying to change that because a lot of people don't think of Minnesota as a place where they come for fashion. Right. And one of our goals is to bring the fashion and design community together. It's one of our goals, so we can have a succinct message, and so we can then showcase a Minnesota Fashion Week that's going to garner national attention. Yeah,
because again, there's a power in the group, so to speak, a unified voice, unified force.
Yes.
Push out. That's a good idea.
Yes.
Perhaps Minnesota isn't thought of as a fashion place because we're, spend a bunch of our time during the year all bundled up.
All bundled up. Yes.
But I mean, within that is fashion as well.
It's fashion, and just because we're bundled up doesn't mean we can't be fashionable. So, and I think, and you're right, a lot of people outside of Minnesota think that we're so bundled up we have no idea what's going on in the world. It's like we have the internet, we kind of know what's going on.
Exactly. It's not like the old days. I mean, it used to be joked that parts of the Midwest were 3 years or 5 years or 10 years behind trends that were going on elsewhere. And that's not really the case anymore.
Not the case because you have the internet again. People go online, people watch shows like Project Runway, so you have everything's accessible now. Right. So we're in a cutting edge of everything.
If people want to show up and take part in this event, are you selling tickets? Is it free?
To buy tickets for the show, for Friday night and Saturday night show, you go to MinnesotaForMinnesota.com. So it's MN4MN.com. But the Saturday Minnesota for Minnesota market that we're showcasing about 39 Minnesota companies, absolutely free to the public. So we encourage everyone to come down, come and experience, learn about the companies, and buy food from the food trucks and enjoy yourself.
And then some of the stuff, because you guys got local boutiques and designers and artists, is that some of the stuff that we see over here as well?
Yes. So one of the things that we brought is the bicycle. Okay, now going back to the collaboration that we did, this is very, very important because we did a collaboration with Handsome Cycle. They created that bike. That's a custom bike they created for us. So what we're doing with that bike is we're offering a $5 raffle. So if you purchase a raffle, you have the opportunity to win that bike. Now what's different is that we created a Minnesota for Minnesota Fashion Fund. because our other goal is to support emerging and support our emerging designers. We want our designers to have a place and a voice here, to stay here. So the proceeds from those funds goes to support to University Fashion and Design Institute. Yes.
Oh, that's great. That's wonderful. And it's for $5. You have a chance of winning.
$5. We can spend more than $5, but that gets you started.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Ini Yamba.
Yes, perfect.
Thank you so much for being here this morning. And I think it's really important to to articulate how important it is to buy local fashion.
Yeah, very
because
much so.
you know what, this is. It's New York and then beyond.
Yes, beyond. And thank you so much for having me. Really appreciate the opportunity. And once again, you can go to minnesotaforminnesota.com to buy tickets and learn more about the event.
That sounds good. And this is a great idea, too. Men4Men Fashion, MN4MN Fashion. Weekend is next Friday through Sunday at the shops at West End in St. Louis Park. All the information you need right there on the screen. You'll have more information at myfox9.com.